Hi guys. Um, I just wanted to make this video because I'm currently in my feelings, and I guess I just wanted to do like a really candid video where I'm just taking it in the moment. I know I post daily vlogs and I'm always, I do my best to show my happy side, and it's not that I'm not happy, it's just I guess I'm just in one of those modes where I feel slightly overwhelmed. I guess this is going to be more focused on like being a mom. Being a mom is seriously the toughest role I feel that I can ever play. I mean, being a wife is tough. Being young and married is tough. But being a mom, to me anyways, has been such a tough role because I just even before my first child was born, I remember just feeling like, oh my gosh, a little tiny human's gonna be born, and I'm gonna be responsible for this child, to teach them all they need to know, to be there for them, to guide them through this world, and just like thinking about all the things that we need to do for them. And it's just been tough because there's been so many sacrifices that I feel like I've made, and I feel like I'm a very selfless person when it comes to my kids. Like, it's always them before me, and sometimes it's different. It's easy to leave myself behind, so I tend to do that a lot. And I mean, even when it comes to homeschooling, I explained how homeschooling even came into play, but at the same time, never talked about just like some of the struggles that I feel like I go through. And this is one of the main struggles, the struggle with myself. It's like myself versus homeschooling. I have been homeschooling the entire time. I love it. I love what it does for my kids. But there's that internal struggle that I always face because, I'm a very sociable person. I'm an outgoing person. I'm an independent person. And your independence slightly gets taken away when you choose to stay at home. It's a tough role. But it is a struggle that I deal with all the time. It's like, should I get a job? Should I enroll them into school? Should I go out there now? And it's just like, as far back as I can remember, I've always had a job. I had a job since I was doing hair in my parents' basement when I was like 14. I delivered penny savers at 11. I had I've worked as a waitress when I was a teenager. I've worked at the clothing store. I've worked at the grocery store, and had my jobs continuously. Everywhere I've worked, I held my last job for like 3 years, and anyways, it's just been like, it's a huge struggle this year since school has started. And I should say, even before it started, I was already questioning if this was the year to put the kids into school. And I know, like, whenever it was always an indefinite thing. It's more like a feeling. Whenever I told you guys, whenever my kids are unhappy with homeschooling, or whenever I guess that feeling is there, I'm going to put them into school. And the feeling is there, and it's not because homeschooling isn't working out. It's because of my own desire to work. I miss my independence. I really, really do. I miss, not, and it's not about the money, but I do miss my independence because I'm giving up a lot. It's just everything I'm doing is for my kids. It's not really for myself. I'm gaining things from it, but not in that sense. You know, I gain fulfillment out of knowing what I'm doing for my kids, and knowing that, there are rewards in it, and just seeing just the blessings that come from being able to homeschool them and be around them. Sorry if you can hear that sound. I'm itching my leg. But you know what I mean? It's a blessing to be able to do what I do, and that's a part that I keep telling myself. I'm like, I feel so blessed. I'm so privileged. My kids are so fortunate. They're so very fortunate. And I don't want to, that I feel guilty to think that if I go into the work world, I'm going to ruin that somehow. And it's just a battle. I I'm almost done school. You guys knew I was in school, but I mentioned that I had 2 courses away, 2 courses to finish my semester, my degree, a 4-year degree in psychology. So I have 2 more courses, and then I will be done. So I guess with that said, that's the thing that I'm kind of using to say, you know what, okay, maybe I should push through with homeschooling for this year and continue, because I still have my courses to finish. Like, even if I did choose to enroll them into school, you know, would I be getting a full-time job, or would I just do my school during that time? Because that's the whole point, is I want to get a job, but at the same time, I still didn't complete my degree, and that I don't want to look at that as like a waste. I'm going to go get a full-time job without holding the degree yet. That makes no sense, right? So I'd still need to acquire my degree, and even then, you know, you think, okay, so you get a job. When is the job going to be? Because your kids have to wake up on time. They have to get out the door. They got to get to school by 8:30-ish. Who's going to be here to send them off to school? Then I have to think about, you know, what about after school? Who do I arrange with to pick them up? And, you know, my husband, he works long hours. So now that he's gone all the time, and then for me, I have to, being the mom, I've got to figure it all out. I've got to figure out how they get there in the morning, who gets them ready. You know, luckily they're growing, and even Mick's at the age where she's almost ready to be. She could possibly help her sisters out, but she's still not at the age where they should be left unattended. So it's just overwhelming, and so I'm in my head at the current moment just thinking, and then I decided to pick up the camera because I don't know, y'all don't ever catch me in these moments where I'm just in the zone. It's weird. I'm upstairs in my room, and those guys are watching a movie. They're down there watching Into the Woods. I was supposed to be down there too, but I was just up here just thinking. And whenever I think like this, it stresses me out. It's just like a gut wrenching like feeling, and it's in my throat. It makes me feel so choked up because I long to have a career outside the home. I long to work. I have a strong desire to work. But at the same time, I know the commitment that I made in terms of being a parent. And I'm not trying to say that there is, you know, like other people who aren't doing what I'm doing aren't doing what they need to do for their kids. They might be, and that's fine. And for me, I'm just talking about for me, how I think and how things make me feel. And I feel like because I've been given the opportunity to homeschool them, that I should continue. I also feel like if I were to send them to school, it shouldn't be a big deal too, but it's just like a back and forth thing in my head. So I'm trying to sort that out, and yeah, that's where I'm at in my thinking, my thought. I think I'm going to actually record another quick video just talking on another subject, talking more on losing your independence and how that can make one feel. Bye guys. I hope you guys enjoy this little interesting moment. That's what it is. I don't even know if I'm going to post this because it just seems so all over the place. But this is Sarah at heart. This is my heart. This is just me on, I don't know, a Friday evening in my head. Bye guys.